Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And it's Saturday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the AEW Collision Event Center. And now, here's the man who's always been on a collision course with his brain half the time, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 1306 of the show. I'm glad to have you here, and we just finished watching Collision half an hour ago, watching the Red Sox Mariners right now. As the season is underway, the Mariners are leading 1-0, bottom of the fourth inning. So this is a heck of a game so far. But might I digress? Let's talk about what happened on Collision tonight. The new TNT champion Adam Copeland, the Rated R superstar, came out to issue an open challenge for someone to nice diamond catch by Rafaela. Anyways, so he decided, well, he's bringing back the Cope Open, so anybody who wants to step up to the plate. So we heard some music going on, and then you hear "Always Ready." Would you believe that Matt Cardona was the man to answer the call? And this is the first time I think these two have faced each other and in one-on-one competition. As you know, Matt Cardona got his big break in the WWE as one half of the Major Brothers, who then transformed into the Edgeheads, using Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins as their wrestling names. But now, oh, there you go. This was a heck of a matchup between these two, and Copeland did retain the title. But the lights went out, but then the lights went back on. Malachi Black appears. It looked like Malachi Black was going to be the next guy to answer the call. But then Buddy Matthews showed up, attacked Copeland. Here comes Mark Briscoe. He gets involved. And as they're brawling, here comes Eddie Kingston, who's got some unfinished business. And Eddie Kingston tells, because Mark Briscoe is one of his opponents for the Supercard of Honor pay-per-view, because it's coming Friday, I do believe. So, Lexi Nair interviews FTR as they prepare themselves to face the Infantry in the Tag Team Title quarterfinal match. That was coming up next. But then Tony Schiavone interviewed Billy Gunn, a.k.a. Daddy Ass, and the Acclaimed, about what Bullet Club Gold did. And it seems like to them they want to face the Bullet Club. And in fact, this coming Wednesday on Dynamite, it will be Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn, to face Jay White one-on-one. And Max Caster said, we'll stay in the back if you guys stay in the back. So there's that deal. The tag team quarterfinal match, FTR and the Infantry went at it. This is a long time coming. This is a heck of a matchup, but FTR did end up winning in the end of that matchup. Lexi Nair interviewed the former tag team champs, Big Bill and Ricky Starks. They were the last team to hold the titles until Sting and Darby Allin beat them. And they basically wanted to get those titles back in winning the tournament, but they had to get by the team of Top Flight to do it. And then Copeland, Briscoe, and Kingston addresses the House of Black. And at Dynasty, they'll face the House of Black in a trios matchup. So there's that. Kyle O'Reilly took on the one half of the War Horsemen, J.D. Drake. O'Reilly didn't end up winning the matchup, and then the Undisputed Kingdom, a.k.a. the International Champ, Roderick Strong, and the Ring of Honor Tag Champions, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, the Undisputed Kingdom, came out to celebrate with him. Surprised Adam Cole did not join them. So it's just the three. Are they thinking about separating themselves from Adam Cole? There you go. There you go. So there you go. Raphael got a double, lead-off double, very good. Top of the fifth. All right, watching the Sox Mariners game, trying to do that. So there was a, and then the tag team quarterfinal matchup, part 2, Top Flight versus Big Bill and Ricky Starks. I thought Big Bill and Ricky Starks was going to take this matchup, but now Top Flight picked up the victory over them. So Top Flight's got FTR, which is going to be. So, so it'll be Best Friends and Young Bucks in the semis next week on Dynamite, and also FTR and Top Flight. That's going to be a heck of a matchup for sure. Christopher Daniels cut a promo and he decided to issue a challenge to Malachi Black for a match on Rampage. That match will be happening. And then Thunder Rosa went one-on-one with Lady Frost, with Thunder Rosa picking up the victory. And Thunder Rosa is issuing a challenge to Toni Storm and Mariah May. So Renee Paquette interviews Timeless Toni Storm and Mariah May. So Mariah May will go one-on-one with Thunder Rosa on Dynamite. And Toni Storm thought it was a genius part on Mariah May's part. Then the main event, a trios matchup, Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson, and Katsuyori Shibata took on the team of Lance Archer and the Righteous. That's Vincent and Dutch. Vincent, formerly known as Vinny Marcellia. Before I go on, I want to talk about Vincent for a moment. Vincent is Vincent was, I watched him, I saw him wrestle at the Wellesley Festival many moons ago. He was known as Vinny Marcellia. I thought he reminded me a little bit of Jeff Hardy. But he's evolved himself, which is really cool. And has that, Waylon Mercy type of aura. Waylon Mercy goes, know what I'm saying? That's one, if you dig what I'm saying, then... All right, tie score by the Red Sox. Yay! Anyways, I had the honor of, not the honor, I had the privilege of watching Mr. Marcellia, and so heck of a matchup that was. Watching him wrestle many, many times in his younger years. He's getting a little older, a little wiser. He knows how the business works. But the team of the Blackpool Combat Club, that will be Bryan Danielson, and Claudio Castagnoli and Katsuyori Shibata. And Shibata, Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli did end up winning that matchup. And so that is it for AEW Collision, the final Collision of March 2024. All right. So AEW Dynamite, April the 3rd. So, as we are in the home stretch, I want to conclude this video. I said something about Vince McMahon. I don't consider him a hero. Now, let me explain why that. Now, I know nowadays I wouldn't be considering him. I don't consider him a hero. However, he did revolutionize the wrestling business by getting Cyndi Lauper involved in, that whole thing. But to me, I think professional wrestling... So, change that. Thank you. So, anyways, Vince McMahon, I don't consider him a hero per se, because Vince did revolutionize. Like it hadn't been for Vince McMahon, we hadn't seen the other organizations of the WCW, ECW come to fruition. I get that. He did revolutionize that. And I respect what he has done for the business, but Vince McMahon nowadays, I think he's lost touch with what wrestling is today, and he's trying to resort back to storylines, sexual storylines, and all that. It does not work sometimes. No longer works, nowadays. And Vince is going to understand and realize that the old school way sometimes in wrestling is over, And for him to be removed from power, it was very important either way. I think he needed to go either way. Whether he was convicted of the crap or not, it doesn't matter. He did. But to me, what started this whole the wrestling business is what revolutionized the wrestling business? Jerry the King Lawler versus Andy Kaufman. And I watched I saw the movie Man on the Moon, and Jerry the King Lawler and Andy Kaufman were sitting right there, and he looked at Andy Kaufman and said, "This is maybe a great shining moment for wrestling." That, getting celebrities involved and all that. But I'm sure Vince picked up on that and said, okay, let's make something of this and create something out of it. Let's get Cyndi Lauper and Lou Albano. Cyndi Lauper invited Lou Albano. Maybe Cyndi Lauper was a wrestling fan. We don't know for sure if she was actually a wrestling fan of not inviting Lou Albano to do one of her movies. That's where it all started. And I think Piper's Pit, Piper and Albano, Hogan, everybody get involved. I think Vince had a vision back then, and if it hadn't been for that vision, we wouldn't see the WWE as successful as it is today. I'm not going to consider, I don't like considering people heroes, except for one hero in particular, that's the Lord Jesus Christ. He's the ultimate hero. But as far as human beings are concerned, I don't put them on the pedestal. I try not to put them on the pedestal, but I show them respect, and love. Like my parents, I do that. I show them respect and love. I give them credit. And the thing, and listen, I give shout outs to a lot of people. I got favorites, but heroes, idols, those two words are very, very too strong. I just, I call them just favorites, and, inspirations, maybe, but Vince, I don't see that, in my personal opinion. I don't see him as a hero. I just see him as a guy who revolutionized the wrestling business. That's it. And made it what it is today. But nowadays, the era of wrestling that he did back in the day has been gone. It's a new change, and the WWE needed a new regime to keep things going, and that's the way it is. So, crap. Couldn't capitalize on the two runners in scoring positions, but that's okay. Anyways, thank you very much for tuning in. Episode 1306 of Eric Lee Shenanigans 1977. AEW Collision Event Center. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I want to wish you guys a happy Easter. And I'm hoping that you guys be blessed this Easter. And protection as well for you and your family. And God's love upon all of you guys out there. All you wonderful folks and wonderful people who have been supporting my channel. Thank you for tuning in. So until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.